Yo, what is up guys, it's Dino M4N, and in today's video I'll be showing you guys the best trading guide in Roblox Jailbreak Trading 2026. So when you're trading, there's a lot of things that you kind of have to account for. So first, you have to account for the small cars. Everything under 10 million and under, you don't really have to check if they're duped. And nobody dupes any of the cars that are 10 million and under. There is some cycles that might do it, but just for the fun of it. But nobody really does. Everybody dupes the high value vehicles like the Celsior, Beignet, Torpedo, and the P1. Especially the Power 1 because it has really good demand and everybody loves it because it has amazing demand and it's really good. So yeah. I definitely did not forget what to say, but so the best way to trade up from a small inventory to a really good inventory like me, from a Celsior and this dark matter drift, it didn't really take me too long. It takes a little bit of patience though, because you have to change servers, wait for people to give you a good trade, and then sometimes you have to take an L depending on the demand and the trend of the vehicle. So like the Celsior right now, it's the 13th of March 2026, and currently the Celsior is actually dropping. It's not dropping, it's unstable. It lost 1 million value and it lost 500k of the dupe value, and the demand is medium, so not anybody really wants it. But I actually traded it before. It had good demand, it had decent demand, and it was 33 mil and 30 mil for dupe. So yeah, I traded it before that, and I have noticed a trend every single time a high value vehicle goes unstable or it drops down and the demand changes to lower than it used to be. It actually goes like down, then it stays there for like a couple days, hours, or like even weeks at a time. But that is a possibility. But then, just like the Torpedo, wasn't it like, wait one sec, I have to check the values again. It is still unstable and the demand is medium. It was dropping like a couple days ago, or like a week ago, or like a couple days ago. It was dropping. It went down to like 43 mil, I believe. I might be wrong, but yeah. It went down to like 43 mil, and now it's back to 47 million in clean value and 41 in dupe value. So yeah, there is actually some cars that it doesn't matter if it's duped or not. So there is actually just 3 cars in the entire game where it does not matter if it's duped or clean. And those 3 cars are the Proto, the Power 1, and the Javelin. They all have the same dupe value as the clean version. So I've actually noticed that trend of like high value vehicles going down, staying there, and then they go up a little bit higher than they used to be. So I think the Celsior is gonna go up to like 34 or 35 mil. It might not, it might, because I actually noticed a trend like that. And then while it's at 34 or 35 million, you could trade it off for a profit. But that doesn't happen very often. So I'm gonna see. There is no point of trying to trade away the Celsior while it's dropping, because I'm gonna lose a lot of value. It's actually traded 32 million for 34 million, which was a W. I don't know why he did that. That was a pretty good W on my side. And to actually, this is the things you kind of have to account for. If you're a pro, you should know this, but if you don't, it's fine. To trade from like, if you get a 1 million vehicle, like the Volt bike, you could also just trade it for about 1 million or 750k in limited cosmetics. And it's limited cosmetics because from limited cosmetics it's way easier to get a limited time car than it is to get a limited time car from Obtainable. So if I offer 8 Volt bikes for, a Polaire, no one's gonna take it. Some people might take it thinking they might profit, but it's gonna be really hard for them because everybody has a Volt or nobody wants it, because there's so many in circulation. There's so many of Volt bikes in existence, nobody really wants them. there's like very particular people you could trade off limited cosmetics for. You could grind a couple of limited obtainable cards, not limited obtainable, just obtainable cards, then trade them off for limited cosmetics, which some people want because it's kind of hard to trade away limited cosmetics if you don't know what you're doing. So, for example, you get 2 volt packs. Yeah, that's pretty good. But you would have to grind for a little bit, but I guess it's fine. Then you could trade it for like 1 million or 2 million worth of limited cosmetics, such as the 3 billion spoiler. It's really good. I like it. Some people actually really like it as well, not just me like. And then trade it for like a good rim, because rims do not too well, but they're okay. Usually spoilers do have more demand and get traded off more often, like more easily. So if I trade off 7 volt bikes on a bionic for a 2 billion spoiler, that is a huge W for me, because for 2 billion spoiler I can actually trade that off for, actually don't know how much value the 2 billion spoiler has. Actually I have to check, to be honest. Jesus Christ. Let me check real quick. Spoilers. Okay, the 2 billion has 6 million, but it has no demand. The reason why you want to trade it off for limited cosmetics is because they have pretty much the same exact demand, but limited cosmetics could be traded to collectors. If you trade off a lot of obtainables for a limited cosmetic, you could trade that off to a collector, and some collectors will overpay like a mad ton for really hard to get cosmetics, such as the snow shovel, thrusters, and the 2 billion spoiler. They're very rare, but the thrusters has been duped a lot, which means there's way more of them than there used to be before duping was even a thing. So yeah, I have to trade off obtainables for limited vehicles, and then with those limited cosmetics, you could overpay for a limited car, such as the Polar, which they are pretty good. They do pretty well in trading. But if you grind a season and get a limited car, then grind a couple of 1 mils, trade those 1 millions for obtainables. No, not obtainables, sorry. You trade them off for limited cosmetics, you will get a good cosmetic or good cosmetics with a limited vehicle, which you could upgrade. You could therefore upgrade your car to an even better car. So if I have a Polar and I add some limited cosmetics worth like 2 million, I could probably get, like, if I'm lucky, I could get an Orion plus like small, like a Radiant, which is a pretty good upgrade because the Orion is low-key better and it has more value. But you see, that is how you can upgrade stuff. This is not how I started my path. The actual first trade I've ever had, I actually remember it. I got my OG Volt bike. I took it and traded it for a green one without knowing that it was like, I did not know that green hyperchromes or any hyperchromes do not deserve a 1 million car. I'm not even doing a script. I'm just thinking of stuff in my mind and then saying it, just so I know. That's why I'm like stuttering a lot. And then I traded off that hyperchrome up to a Celsius up until like last year, where I got scammed. But then I actually, oh my god, I have to plug in my PC, bro. I actually don't know where the charger, oh, there's the charger. Okay, now it's in. I had to get a ton of obtainable cars. I just had to beg in the trading world because I didn't really want to grind that much. Because I was pretty drained because I was playing on my friend's account the entire time. I got a couple of 1 millions through begging. Then I actually grinded one of my OG ones. And then I just traded them off for limited cosmetics. And then I had 7 million worth of cosmetics. They were all like 750k and 500k cosmetics. But then I found some random guy that was looking for good cosmetics. He checked out my inventory, said no thank you. But then after like 20 minutes he said never mind, I actually kind of want them because I'm a collector. Then he gave me an Iceborne. from 7 million of cosmetics to a 3.5 million car, and I was one part of the way through my entire to regain my entire inventory, which at the time was a clean drip and an iceborne. I got the iceborne, and then I actually traded up to a Celsius. So yeah, it's been quite a journey trading in here, but my patience is cooked already. I can. What do you mean gold? Wait, what? Gold? What do you mean plonker poo? Plonker poo. Get up, bro. I don't want you in my car. Okay, well that's probably the best trading guide there is right now. And guys, when there's high value vehicles that are dropping, don't trade them off, because then you're gonna lose a lot of the vehicle's value. You might have overpaid for it, which is what most people do, just to have to completely secure the vehicle. Don't trade them off while they're dropping. Just wait for them to go back up in value, and they might actually go up 1 or 2 million depending on what car it is and how good the demand was before it was dropping. So yeah, like the Celsius is probably gonna go up to like 34 million. I'm probably gonna trade it for like a proto any 4 or 5 million car if I had the dark matter drift, and then that would be a W for me, because I'll be trading 33 million plus a 1 million cosmetic. And this is how you guys get a stacked inventory, but it will take you a little bit of time. There is different tutorials on how to get it faster, but I'm showing you the most efficient and a guaranteed way to get a good inventory. If you don't wanna if you don't wanna rely on luck on good trades or good people, this is probably the best way to get a stacked inventory in Roblox Jailbreak in 2026. Up until I get a new method, that is probably the best one for now. So yeah, I guess this is the end of the video. Thank you all for watching, and if you want more trading guides, just like, subscribe, and yeah, help me get back to 100 subscribers, please. That would be pretty nice. And yeah, bye.